place the call. It's coming from inside the house. A squad car's on the way over there right now. Just get out of that house.
Nope.
I'm driving. Don't worry, y'all. I got 2 hands on the steering wheel. Don't worry. I wanted to try something a little bit different today. I've been talking to my computer, and I feel like majority of the time I've been whispering, and I just haven't been myself. I've just been following the script and not like talking straight from the heart. I do have a script, but I'm going based off memory. I have filmed this video probably like 3 times, but I just sound so robotic reading the script. We're going to be talking about insecurity. Insecurity is not cute. We see ourselves in others. I have dealt with insecurity for a really long time in my life. So I know what other insecure people look like and how they act, maybe more than how a confident person would recognize an insecure person. There's a little word that I've learned in recent years that has shed light on this topic. Projection. Girl, I am not a social person at all. I have always wanted to be a social person and just go out and like, I don't know what social people do, like just go out and talk to people and whatnot. But every time I do it, I'm like, this is so uncomfortable. I should have stayed home. I would have had so much more fun. I'm a very quiet person. Not only do I not like to have random chats with people, I also really hate small talk. If I'm going to talk to people, I like to have a meaningful, deep conversation. I don't know if that has anything to do with impatience, but I do not have the strength to stick it through a small talk conversation. I am no longer driving, just to let you guys know. I am parked now. I have one friend outside of my family, and I'm good with that. That's enough for me. But what I've learned throughout my lifetime, I'm trying so hard not to read off the script and sound like a robot again. What I've learned throughout my lifetime is that insecure people absolutely hate quiet people with a burning passion, with an emphasis on the hate, you guys. My silence makes people so uncomfortable. And it's because of that little word that we just brought up. Projection. Let's talk about projection for a little bit. Here are some examples of projection I have dealt with in my lifetime being a quiet person. And if you're a quiet person, let me know what you've heard, because I feel like I've heard them all.
Oh my god, you hate me right now.
Oh my god, you think I'm crazy.
And you're literally just in a conversation trying to process the words. I take a little bit to think before I speak sometimes, especially if I'm talking to someone that I'm not close with. Insecure people don't be giving you a chance to speak. The second you take a moment of silence, they're like, oh my god. And then you try to say, no, I just need...
Okay, so you're stuttering. You hate me. You hate me. I swear to God you do. Like, look at the look that you're giving me right now.
People do this to me all the time. When you're a quiet person, people love to assume things about you too. Not only is it projection, where they project their own insecurities on you, they love assuming things about you. I try to laugh about it. Now that I'm 23, it used to bother me a lot in high school, and I'll get into that. But nowadays, I've just been laughing about it because it's so out of pocket, some of the things that people be thinking about me.
Some people think of me as shy, and a lot of times in school and at work, people think that because you're quiet, you must be smart. Some people think that I'm rude or that I'm silent but judgmental. Some people think that I'm scary. And these are all things that I've actually heard from people. Not things that I have assumed. People have actually come up to me and told me that they used to think this about me, or that they think this about me.
But you know what? It makes for a good story, and I like to think about the fact that nobody really knows the true me, and everybody else has a different perception of me in their head. I've been laughing about it lately, and it's definitely taken a little bit of weight off my shoulders when it comes to my own insecurity. Let me tell you guys about a time that really made me think about how people perceive me. There was one year in high school, I was sitting at a lunch table with these girls that I barely knew. We just had class together, and they invited me to sit at their lunch table. There's never any seats, so I was like, all right, let me hang out with y'all. For some reason, this entire lunch table had to go to the bathroom together. I felt like I wasn't close enough with them to go to the bathroom with them, so I don't even know if this story is true, but they left me alone at the lunch table, and when they came back, this one girl that I was closer with, she said,
there was just a guy outside of the lunchroom. He pointed you out and asked if I knew you.
That's weird. Like, I don't be knowing any guys, first of all. I'm sitting with a group of girls I don't even know already. So you guys obviously know I ain't had no friends, okay? I didn't have no friends. I didn't talk to nobody. I had a falling out with my recent friends, and I didn't know anybody other than them. The guy pointed me out and called me a
BICTH.
And then he just walked away. When she said that, I was like, huh? I was dumbfounded. She tried to describe what he looked like because she didn't even know who he was. And she's like, oh, he had blonde hair. I'm like, blonde hair? Like, what? I don't know any person. I don't even know who this person could have been if she didn't know who they were, because she was like kind of a popular gal. I don't know who this guy was and why he was saying that about me. In my head, I came to a conclusion that he must have just thought of me as because I look like one.
To be more clear, I had been told many times before that people didn't want to come up to me and try to be my friend because they thought I looked mean. Could it have been because some of the god-awful makeup choices I had been making back then? Yeah, it could have been.
After that, I really started thinking about how I look. I kid you not, y'all. This is kind of embarrassing to talk about. For a whole year after that, I literally would purposefully try to change my resting face. So at all times of the day, I would be thinking about, does your face look pleasant? Does your face look happy? Do you look like someone might think you're mean?
This also influenced me to change my entire style.
First of all, that's mad selfish to be thinking about yourself all day long. But that's mad unhealthy. That's all it took was one kid to send me down that spiral, y'all. I can't believe it. I hope that kid feels bad. He probably don't even remember. And I bet that he probably was just saying something on the fly. Maybe those girls were just making something up.
I guess we'll never know.
I've come to the conclusion, how you think of me, silent as I am, is not my fault. Girl, the call is coming from inside the house. If I'm silent and you assume that I am judging you, I have to wonder if you're projecting a little bit of your insecurities on me. Silence is a mirror. So when I'm thinking about what I'll have for dinner tonight, and you're thinking, oh my god, she thinks she's so much better than me. Look at the way that her face looks, bruh. Who's at fault here? And if you had just asked me what I was thinking about, I'd tell you I'm thinking about a Nachos Bel Grande with guacamole and jalapenos. But no one ever gets that part. No one ever asks me what I'm thinking about. Some people are just too comfortable with assuming and then carrying around their baseless rumors like baggage. And I do try to understand them. we talked in the beginning how I am overcoming my insecurities. And I definitely was like that. You see yourself in others, period. My anxiety and my insecurity always comes from wanting people to like me. As you can tell from that little story that I told you about, if I catch a wind that someone is thinking I'm a bad person, my first reaction is to prove them wrong. But I don't have to prove anything. The people I love and who love me already know that I'm a good person. I know in my heart and in my mind that I have good intentions. I can't heal your insecurity for you. No matter how much I warp and bend my personality, there's always going to be someone that doesn't agree with it. A few days ago, I had to deal with a projection situation. This is not new. I be dealing with this stuff all the time, you guys. But instead of letting it get to me this time and spending hours wondering if I had done something wrong or how I could have made myself look softer and cuter to make everyone comfortable instead of just being myself, I just laughed it off. I laugh because what they think of me is honestly so far from the truth that sometimes it's really funny and there's no point in trying to change it. I laugh because I'm happy that I'm able to acknowledge my flaws and correct them before I become a person that I don't like.
And ultimately, I'm laughing because what else can I do? If I can't heal your insecurity and if I can't convince you otherwise, what else can I do?
Let's bring up that quote. You see yourself in others, you guys. Think about that.
So I just kind of threw this clip in here with no context. Basically, I built something on the second floor that you guys just saw, but it's too long to put into the end of this video, so I'm just showing you this clip of the very top floor. Next time you'll see what I built on the second floor. Stay tuned.
You see yourself in others. When I was a stubborn high schooler, I heard that quote and I was like, nah, bro, that's wrong. And then when I would see someone and I'd be like, that outfit is ugly, I would think, oh my gosh, it's true. It's true because I'm scared of people thinking that my outfit's ugly. And then I'm like, oh, okay, the outfit's kind of cute. Like, stop projecting your insecurities. Hurt people hurt people. I'm throwing a bunch of quotes at you guys today. The next time you start to assume something about someone, answer the phone, bestie. Because the call is coming from inside the house.
Well, let me know what you think in the comments. What are you waiting for? Put your opinion down there. Also, maybe subscribe or something. It's up to you, but it's highly encouraged that you should. Anyways, bye.